for you watching on YouTube, Facebook, all this kind of stuff. I think we're doing it. Are we live, Tom?
We are live.
Okay, Tom doesn't even have his headphones on yet because I am running the board. I'm running the ship, everyone. This is going to be scary. So if we miss a break, if we miss a sponsors out there, just want to give a preemptive apology to you that if I mess up today, I know Earl will come in and take care of me. I'll get the proper whipping here in the room back here, but I am running the ship today. I'm not even on camera. I got to move you're right. This thing, I can't do it over here. I got to move it over here. The live stream, just follow Tom's lead. I'm moving my live stream over. So I'm going to look weird today because I'm going to be talking to the mic. You're going to see my second chin and everything. But
oh my gosh.
This is going to be fun. Maybe I just put it out there. I don't know. We'll figure out the break. All right. Wednesday morning. I'm telling you, we're already off track. Wednesday morning, July 29th. Glad you're along with us today. The opening drive with Tom and Rob, Tom Ladd, Rob Rogers, live from the ESPN The Jock Worldwide headquarters, where, again, I am running the Starship Enterprise today. If you could see what I'm looking at right now, I usually just show up at 6:50, 6:55.
Everything's done.
I just turn it on. I take a full minute to put my headphones on. I'd get my coffee. I haven't even had a swig of coffee yet, so this is going to be fun.
Well, I'm over here just in case you need me, and you probably will.
Running over to this side of the studio to make sure we're running properly. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this camera thing. I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm going to have to put something up front of me or something. We'll figure it out. Anyway, that don't matter. We're on the radio, though. We're live on 96.9 FM, of course, 1060 AM, and streaming live around the world, live on our 96.9 The Jock app or the website. You can pick us up there.
Yep. Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, on live radio on a big show today. Rob, always a big show. We got, you talk about a diverse show today.
It's diverse. When I did the StreamYard today, I typed in everybody. That's all the space that's left on the bottom of the banner on the Facebook Live today. That's it. There's no more letters available. It's like, you get the ends, like you usually got to drop a letter or something. It could have been Connor Unyo, but I did get the N in there. So it's Connor Onion there at the end. So I got him in there.
We've got little MMA talk this morning at 7:40. We're going to visit with Kobe Stewart, who won his first bout and has got another one coming up. Kobe, a local resident, talking MMA, 7:40. Paige Grissom's going to make the studio look a lot better than it does right now, and probably smell better, too. Thank God. She'll be in at 8 o'clock, talk about the sneaker soiree.
That's this weekend?
Saturday.
Okay.
At Missouri State. Big sports auction. Full throttle. If Craig was in, he too would probably make the studio look better.
Absolutely.
But he's not going to be in. He'll be on, though, with us.
That's good.
At 8:20 this morning. And then national sportscaster Connor Onion at 8:40 this morning. Big news with him this week. He was promoted Fox's #2 college football play-by-play man.
That's a big deal.
Oh, huge.
That's a huge promotion for him. Working with RG3, I believe?
Yes.
Wow, that's great. RG3 is a great analyst, by the way. Have you heard him do games?
Oh, yeah.
He's really good. I mean, he's one of those. There's certain, I think quarterbacks do a good job, obviously. They see the whole field. But I think RG3 is among the better analysts out there, does a really good job, makes it so easy to understand. So, wow, what a great partner for him.
And to top it off, the most entertaining part of the morning, Rob is running the board. So who knows what could possibly happen here today?
When I should take a picture, I probably will take a picture at some point today. It's completely different when you sit on that side as opposed to this side. Now I've run a radio board before. I mean, helped start a radio station back in the day, back when I was a sophomore in college. So I've done this before. But things have changed even, Tom, in the last, we'll see. I did my show over at I can't remember, the Big Talker over there across town.
Yeah.
Did my business show there for about 6 months. I did that show every afternoon for a while as a finance show. And their technology is not this technology. That one over there was like, oh wow, that's I got to kind of know where the ads are playing and all that kind of stuff. And pretty much everything was pretty much autopilot there too, but it wasn't as colorful as this. This is colorful. There's color coded everything here, so that's a little bit different.
So my sisters will watch us sometimes. I got a couple sisters that have nothing better to do than to watch the show. One of them's supposed to be at work, and she's watching a show all the time.
Nice.
Tells you about her job, but always talking about how I'm always moving and touching this.
You'll go off.
Yeah, over here,
screen.
over here. Yeah, today not so much.
You were there. You're
Yeah.
not going anywhere today. You got your computer set up in front of you. You got a couple of monitors over there. Where I sit, it's nice. It's a nice thing.
Yeah, a little high today. I need to lower this.
Well,
thing, but
do you have the tall chair over there or the
Yeah.
small chair?
the
Yeah.
tall chair.
I do the tall chair. I like the tall chair. Makes me step a little higher.
I'm using a different camera here, so I know this is all very entertaining to the radio people.
It is. The radio people are like, "What are you talking
Yeah,
about?"
who gives a
we
But
we
just-
weren't even caring about video about 3 months ago.
just tell me about the Cardinals and the Cubs. That's all they want to know, and
All right.
about our very good sponsor who. we're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
tell you
Hold on.
about.
Hold on. I got. Hold on. Let me find it. Way over. Nope. It's right
Up at the
there.
top left.
There it is. All right. I achieved the first hotkey click right there. First hotkey click. Play Against Sports, located in the Fremont Shopping Center. You want to check them out. They got such great deals going on right now. That football and soccer stuff's coming in now. It's there. So that's starting. I mean, football practice starting I think first of next week, I think. It's time to go. Soccer practice, time to go. Play Against Sports, located in Fremont Shopping Center.
Plus, this is the biggest and best time of the year to get the clubs regripped. They sent out a little promotional ad yesterday about getting your clubs regripped.
It is for fall. You want to
Yep.
get that done now. If
So,
you didn't get it done this summer, you want to get it done now for sure.
So Play It Again Sports, located in the Fremont Shopping Center. Big thanks to them. We continue with our Red, White, and Ride promotion. So be listening for the code word every hour here this morning and all day long. And then make sure you go to the 96.9 The Jock website and put that in. Just fill out the blanks, put the code word in, and you'll be one of the finalists. They'll draw, I think it's somewhere around 20 people that'll show up that day
Oh wow.
for the possibility of winning a 4x4 from Honda of the Ozarks and a trailer.
Okay, to haul your four-wheeler on.
Yes.
And you can get that word at the top, pretty much the top of every hour on
Yes.
this station from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Get that word, and you can enter as many times as
Yes.
you want. So it's not just, I got my one word today, and you can enter, you listen all day. Rich Eisenlayer today, Freddie and Harry Layer today. Get the word all day. And that reminds me, our new lineup is on Monday. Golick and Golick after us on Monday. Pretty excited about that.
Yep, that's going to be great. It's really going to enhance the entire station with what we've got coming up starting Monday. They've got another new show in the afternoon right before Freddie and Harry. So that'll be good. I listen to that on the weekends. It's a really good show.
Okay.
So,
So it's moving to the weekdays then.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Well, it's a stellar lineup. ESPN doing it right. We hope you stay with us, not just through our show, but listen all day. Download the ESPN The Jock app, and you can listen to ESPN for free all day long right here on this station. And we'd love to have you.
Not a great day for Major League Baseball teams last night in Missouri.
It was not. And okay, first and foremost, I got a beef here. Let me get started. I'm not going to put one of these hotkeys. It's not a jock off. It's not any of that kind of stuff. It's not a rant even. But I bring up ESPN right now to get all my stuff lined up, my scores and stuff. I have to scroll through the WNBA finals first before I get to the baseball. It's just an issue that I have. So just bear with me. They moved WNBA to the top of the scroll down. What is up with that? So WNBA is more popular than Major League Baseball now? It's on the top. It's because they cover all the WNBA games, isn't it?
I actually, and this may be a first for us, but I did have a little note about a WNBA game last night.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
gracious.
but
kidding me?
it's local. So
It
how
better
about
be
that?
local. Jackie Styles come out of retirement or something.
Nope. What I did scan across and watched a little bit of the Fever and Seattle game last night, Rob, and they had a question, an official's question. They had to stop the game. They had checked out a foul situation, and the official, that the rules analyst on call at the WNBA game, was jury graduate Lauren Holtkamp,
Really?
who played basketball for Nyla Millicent at Drury. She is the rules analyst for ESPN.
Really?
So she's sitting on the side. Yeah. I think her name now is Lauren Holtkamp Sterling. Played basketball at Drury. She's been an NBA official, WNBA official, and now she's a rules analyst.
I knew she was an official, but now she's the rules analyst. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I did want to throw that out. That was kind of a local issue. That
it's a local angle. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. But still doesn't change the fact that WNBA is at the top of the scroll down on the ESPN bar.
True.
And I don't know why that is. But anyway, Major League Baseball. Let's start with Cardinals and Cubs.
Oh gosh.
And let's end with Cardinals and Cubs. There you go. We're done. 10-2. Oh, 17 hits for the Cubs. Oh my gosh, that's just a lot. McGreevy just he brought his gas can of matches, didn't he?
He did
From
indeed.
The start.
I was at the Springfield Cardinal game last night, and I was watching the St. Louis Cardinals while the Springbirds were playing. And I mean, no quicker than the game got started did the other game end. I mean, it was crazy. Cardinals were done in 2 innings.
Yep.
McGreevy gave up 7 hits in an inning and 7 runs, I should say, an inning and 2/3 last night. 8 hits, 7 runs. And Cardinals ended up losing to the Cubs 10-2. The Cubs had 5 doubles in the game. They out-hit the Cardinals by 10, 17-7. And we got to see a new pitcher. I'm like looking at the box score after I got home because I didn't watch the entire game there. It was out of control. But watching, I see, Gordon Graceffo after McGreevy pitched, and all of a sudden, here comes this guy named Peter Strzelecki. I'm like, what? Who? Huh?
Peter Strzelecki.
Yes.
There's a lot. That's a great Scrabble name. That's probably a 100-point Scrabble name right there.
Yep.
He's got Z's where you shouldn't have Z's.
So he was released by Milwaukee in July, picked up by the Cardinals. That's this month, obviously.
Yeah.
Earlier this month, just a couple weeks ago. Released by Milwaukee, picked up by the Cardinals. 3 days ago, he was assigned to Palm Beach and then signed yesterday by St. Louis and made his Cardinal debut. He's 31 years old. Like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And I had to look him up to see what was going on. They ended up sending Hunter Dobbins down to AAA, who's pitched pretty well. He didn't do too bad.
No, I think they just want to get him back down and give him some more work. I don't think that was a demotion per se, he may not have been pitching here very much lately.
So had to throw that out there. Peter Strzelecki, I don't know how long he'll stay up there, but another relief pitching. Pitching has been a huge problem. Cardinals have been outscored in the last 9 days, 49-25, 2-1.
Yep.
Last 9 games.
They threw 65% of their pitches for strikes last night, which is not bad. Problem is they were all hit the other way. That's the problem. They were all hit. Those strikes were hit. So, McGreevy had 63 pitches, 40 strikes, but the problem is he was just smashed on. So you can't fool those major league hitters. Not really much to talk about offensively. Mason Wynn had a couple of hits. Other than that, that's about the story right there.
Not a good game, and now they fall a game below 500, Rob. A game below 500.
53-54, and Pittsburgh lost as well. So they're kind of hanging around there, but they're 14 games behind Milwaukee now, 8 games behind the Cubs. They got to right the ship in a hurry. Royals and Twins last night. What a crushing loss for the Royals, up 2-1 in the ninth. They gave up a 2-run triple walk off by Royce Lewis to win it. I watched the end of that game, and I'm like, yep, there's Alex Lang. There you go. Just, I mean, I'm telling you, it's. I don't understand what the obsession is with Alex Lang. I mean, I just don't understand. We've got Daniel Lynch. We got other people can step into roles. We need to win those games, and that's the 8th straight one-run game the Royals have played in. The 8th straight. That's crazy in itself. They won a lot of those. They won a lot of those last week that didn't win last night. So Royals dropped the first game in the set with the Twins last night, 3-2 up in the Twin Cities.
Minnesota also 10-4 out hitting the Royals in that game. The best part of the broadcast was the commercial Whit-a-Burger.
Whit-a-Burger, cool. Yeah, it's a cool deal. Yeah.
How about that? I love that.
Oh, they're neat. Yeah.
Whit-a-Burger.
I love the Whit-a-Burger. He owns the Whataburgers here in town. Did you know that?
In this town or in Kansas City?
Here. I think him and Patrick Mahomes co-own the Whataburgers here in town.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that is. If you're the Whataburger general manager out there or something, you can let me know. But I am almost positive he owns. I know Patrick Mahomes does, but I'm pretty sure Bobby Witt's a part of that too. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
No, I love those commercials. That made me giggle watching those a little bit.
You know, that's his favorite restaurant. You know, from Texas, of course. That's his favorite restaurant. For him to own his own, and then see. I remember they talked to him on some interview how he's on these commercials and stuff now for Whataburger, all this stuff. It's like a dream come true. And he had Whataburger at his wedding, right? That's pretty cool too.
That is.
Yeah.
Very nice. So a big show lined up for you today. Other sports coming up, including the Bears recruiting class, baseball recruiting class, ranked in the top 25
nationwide.
Yep. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Maybe some of the guys that will be in the class. Your favorite football player, Micah Parsons, going on the DL with the Packers and won't start the season with them.
Well, it turns out to be a pretty good trade, doesn't it, for the Cowboys? I mean, it's just, were you going to pay all that money for him and one player? If he goes down like he is now he's Green Bay's problem. He's not the Cowboys' problem.
Everybody in Dallas pretty happy about that situation.
They weren't happy when they traded him.
No.
But now they're like going, oh, maybe that was a good move, Jerry. Maybe it was. So
absolutely. I was at the Springfield Cardinals game last night. They won over Wichita 5-1. You know, we talked about this, changing their name next year.
The Turbo Tubbies.
Yep.
Turbo Tubs.
Turbo Tubs.
And you talk about that last night?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Absolutely. In that game, Braden Davis got the start. He's got the best changeup. This is not me saying it. This is out there. Best changeup in the Cardinals organization. So, I mean, he probably threw 60% changeups. I'm like, how in the heck do you get away? So he's throwing an 82-mile-an-hour changeup, left-hander, and then a 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
Sure.
And this thing, it's tough to tell up there what it's doing.
Yeah.
But it's just unbelievable. These guys were swinging, like holes in their bats. And they threw out about every other ball they had to throw out because it touched the ground. That's how much it was falling on the change. Unbelievable. So he goes 4 innings, this guy Davis, 4 innings, struck out 7, but he walked 4, didn't give up a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Had to be relieved because he threw way too many pitches. Wasn't an effective, didn't give up any hits, but he was just walking every other batter.
It was just pitches. Yeah, you can't, and they're very strict on that, right? These minor league teams very strict on that. Your pitch count is your pitch count.
Absolutely.
You're done. Yep.
Jesus Baez with the home run. That's the 4th straight game he's played in that he's homered in.
Ooh.
So young shortstop looking pretty darn good for the Springbirds. They'll continue that series with the wind surge this week at Route 66 Stadium.
Out to 66. You're going to be doing some games out there, aren't you?
Tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Sounds good. On the radio? Or on all right. Doing the radio broadcast. Nice. Catch Tom on that. All right. I'm going to do the official. I got to give Tom the signal.
Yes, indeed.
We got to take a break right here. Now, this could be the interesting part. Now the talking is easy. Okay. So now we're going to go to the break. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports. This is Rob Rogers from The Opening Drive on ESPN The Jock. Each and every day as we lead up to the Bears football season, we have the Bear Tracker, where we'll highlight the coaches, the players, and all the statistics leading up to the 2026 Missouri State Bears football season.
Summer golf season is in full swing, so how's yours? At Play It Again Sports, you'll find drivers, wedges, balls, bags, gloves, and shoes. Everything you need to keep your friends from talking too much trash when you're out on the course. Trade in your old clubs and upgrade to something that'll actually help your handicap. Because when you trade in, you win. Before your next tee time, swing by Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center on Battlefield Road. And remember, when you trade in, you win.
Your home is where life happens. It's where kids play, pets roam, and memories are made. Since 1978, Robinson Fence Company has taken pride in building fences the right way. Every fence we build reflects our commitment to doing honest work for our neighbors. With over 4,000 fences installed, our experience speaks for itself. Rooted right here in Springfield and our office in Dallas, Texas, we're proud to be a hometown company. Robinson Fence Company. Family-owned, locally trusted. Professional fencing by professional people.
Summer road trip season is here, and before you load up the family and hit the highway, stop by CNC Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any brake job. It's a great way to make sure your vehicle is ready for all those summer miles ahead. And the summer heat, too. Take advantage of CNC Automotive's summer special and save 25% on a complete AC system check and service. That's a free oil and filter change with your brake job, plus 25% off AC service. Call CNC Automotive today and get summer ready.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. Long before Surf and Turf gained its catchy nickname, people were already pairing the best of land and sea on special occasions. Retro Metro celebrates that tradition with their Jeremy and Julia Surf and Turf, a 6 or 10 ounce filet served over Cajun cream pappardelle pasta, topped with 3 grilled shrimp and a house-made crab cake, finished with fresh béarnaise. Experience the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Missouri's laws are clear. Unregulated gaming devices are illegal. Companies have been telling businesses that gray market machines are legal. That's wrong. Don't be scammed. If you have these devices at your business, you could be subject to criminal and civil penalties. Unplug and remove these devices today.
If you've been approached to host illegal gaming machines, call now 800-523-1434 or visit ago.mo.gov. Sponsored by the Attorney General's Office.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The Sports Poll Question of the Day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The Sports Poll Question of the Day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back on the Wednesday edition of The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Tom Ladd, Rob Rogers, live at the ESPN The Jock Worldwide Headquarters. I'm back from the country estate today. I'm actually running the Starship Enterprise. So we're running the board today. This is pretty cool. I mean, I've done this before, as I said. I came up in radio. This was my deal, but this is this Zimmer technology that's around here. I mean, it literally looks like you're driving a spaceship. I mean, there's so many colors. Everything's color coded, which is good. Helps you on the keep track of everything. That's for sure.
Well, and, as I have had a couple of family members ask why I'm moving all the time, you can kind of relate to it because you got to keep track of, about how many different computer screens do you have
over here? And this one's not even on. I got mine. So I just got 4 screens going right now.
Plus a board, plus mics, plus the heating and air conditioning.
Which is not working.
Trash
ever.
service.
Yes, everything has to do with running this operation. You moved your fan over there. Have fan will travel.
That's right. In this room.
Oh my gosh, this room is like a sauna. I mean, every piece of air conditioning, every bit of air conditioning in this entire building is out in the main area.
Yes.
It's like we walk in, it's like, man, it's kind of cold in here.
Yeah.
There's like frost on those windows above, very top at the peak up there is frost, condensation. Water just drips on you when you walk in, and you're like, "Well, is there a leak?" No, that's just the condensation from all the air conditioning in this building.
Not in this studio.
Not in this studio.
No.
All right, poll question of the day, Thomas. What do you got going?
You bet. If you go to 96.9 The Jock on X, which Rob types in, or if you're a guy that likes the extra exercise, I type in Twitter.
The extra keystrokes.
Yeah,
you got hands. Got to keep it going.
Yep.
You don't want to get carpal tunnel or anything.
Twitter.com. Old habits are hard to lose. If you type in Twitter, go to 96.9 The Jock. That's our handle. And by the way, follow us on Twitter, both the ESPN The Jock. You can go to my handle, which is T Michael Ladd. Somebody already had Tom Ladd, believe it or not, so I couldn't use that.
Wow. Imagine that.
And yours is Rob Rogers Mavs, right?
I don't even know what mine is. Let me look here. I'll tell you what mine is in a minute.
But our poll question of the day, and we do this every day at this time, unless I'm not here, at which time Rob forgets. But we do it every day. Today's question, which trade deadline move changed a franchise more? And we're talking about the Cards and the Royals. Which trade deadline move changed a franchise more? Was it the James Shields, Will Davis move for Kansas City back in the early teens, 2000 teens? Was it the Cards getting Mark McGwire? Was it Johnny Cueto for Kansas City, or Larry Walker with the Cards?
Wow. You
How
just
about that?
jumbled them all together there, didn't you? I mean, that could be two separate questions.
Easily.
You jumbled them all up
Yep.
there. Which one was most impactful, period?
I said Will Davis. I meant Wade Davis, of course.
Oh, yeah, Wade Davis, yeah.
I think I said Will.
Did you say Will?
I may have.
Okay. Wade Davis, we all know.
Yep.
Okay.
So James Shields, Wade Davis for the Royals, Mark McGwire for the Cards. You got Larry Walker for the Cards, or Johnny Cueto. He was just kind of a rental, wasn't he? Or did he stay a year after? Did he stay?
Man, I can't remember now. I remember watching him pitch in Boston. I remember that during that stretch drive. He was in Boston, and I was there. I was watching him warm up down below me at Fenway. That was a big pickup. Cueto was a big pickup. That was the number one guy they needed at that point to push them over the top. But I would say James Shields, Wade Davis, that's the trade. You could also throw this one in. Zach Greinke for Lorenzo Cain, Mike Moustakas. You can throw that one in too.
Yeah.
That was a great trade. So both of those trades formulated the Royals World Series runs.
Yeah, because they were World Series, back-to-back World Series appearances. I think you have to say, to me, it would be that one. McGwire, I mean, that was big for baseball. I don't know if it was so much for, Cardinals.
Did the Cardinals win anything with him? Did he win a World Series with the Cardinals? I don't think he did.
No. And they had that lineup. It was unbelievable.
They were amazing lineup.
Yeah, I mean, they had Rowland and McGwire and the center fielder Edmonds, and I mean, they had I think Larry Walker there for a little while. I mean, goodness.
Was Bell trying to par that too in that stretch there?
No,
Maybe? No, that was a little bit later. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I tell you this about that Cardinals team. I remember watching them play back in that time. Man, they were launching balls, man. I'm telling you what, you miss over the plate, it's gone. I mean, doesn't matter in the lineup. They could all, well, we got a caller on line. This is going to be interesting. How are we going to make this work, Tom?
Yeah, let me walk over there. I'll hit it.
Right.
You talk.
It's our first deal here. We got a caller on the line, but I got to make sure I can do this right. Hold on a second. I'm going to turn you on. All right, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, I got one. I disagree with the Royals one. I think that made a difference was the Ben Zobrist trade with the Cubs when they won the World Series because they needed a second baseman really bad.
True. That's a good one.
And then and the Johnny Cueto one, he didn't do anything during the regular season to push him over the edge. Yeah, he had a great playoff game.
Yeah.
But they would have probably won that series with or without him.
I would think so. Yep.
And but the James Shields one to me is the one that changed the franchise.
It did.
But I think people forget the Ben Zobrist trade.
That was another good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do forget the Ben Zobrist trade. You're exactly right. I think that he was that last cog that they needed, that last piece that they needed to push them over the edge. You're exactly right.
And I'll be honest, I mean, it goes to show how good he was. I don't even remember who they gave up, who they traded him for.
Well, now that's Tom's job to look that stuff up now because I'm running the mothership here. So I'll let him look that up.
If they were any good, we'd remember their names.
Yeah, exactly. Because that'd be one of those, oh my gosh, can't believe we traded that guy for Ben Zobrist, in the long term.
And I guess too, I thought with the Cueto trade, Brandon Finnegan at the time had been a really good reliever for them down the stretch in 2014. And as a fan, I kind of hated to see them get rid of Finnegan.
Yeah, he was good. Wasn't he solid? I like Finnegan. Okay, Tom's got it here.
So here's who the Royals got Ben Zobrist for: cash considerations. And then let's see, the Oakland A's traded outfielder Ben Zobrist and cash considerations to Kansas City for right-handed pitcher Aaron Brooks and minor league left-handed pitcher Sean Manaea.
That was Sean Manaea's trade. Yep. Now pitching for the Mets.
Yeah, but I mean, he's had an okay career, but he's not somebody you would say, oh my God, they traded him for a rental.
It wasn't Scooble, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't. They didn't trade away the future Scooble or something like that. I agree with you. Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good day.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate you.
Nice.
Gave me an opportunity to use the old phone line thing.
I think we've got another one on there too.
Oh my God.
You have to hit that button next to it.
All right, caller, you on the air. Go ahead.
Ernie Broglio for Lou Brock.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Was that a trade deadline move?
Is in middle of summer of '64.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yep.
Well, we can tell that Tom put the modern day trades out there. That's for sure. Because that Lou Brock trade was a steal.
That's the best one ever.
Oh yeah, no question. Yeah. So what to do that? Hey, appreciate you. Thank you. Take care.
Yeah.
Yep. It was a 6-player deal for Lou Brock. Names in the trade include Brock, Jack Spring, and Paul Toth were traded from the Cubs.
Who are these people?
To the Cardinals in exchange for Broglio, Bobby Shantz, and Doug Clemens.
Wow.
One name really.
One name you remember, right? Wow. That is that. I would say. Would you agree, Tom? It's probably the greatest trade the Cardinals have ever made.
No doubt.
Oh my gosh! Wow. That's awesome. That's a great trade. He came from where? The Cubs, right?
Yes.
That's even better.
Yeah. No kidding.
Cubs fans out there are like, what? No, it is what it is. You got to give something. You got to give up something to get something, right?
Speaking of that, coming up on Friday, listen to this, Rob. I don't know if we got another caller there or not, but
oh, we're good.
So yesterday, I get home and I had a message. For some reason, I missed a call, and I listened to the message, and all it said was somebody from Sports Illustrated was calling. I'm like,
yeah,
Sports Illustrated.
Interesting.
So I'm thinking, I hadn't had Sports Illustrated for years. Are they calling? Did I miss a payment back in the 90s or something? That's my thought is, what happened? Did they find out I didn't pay for my Sports Illustrated?
You got that
I used to get that
clearinghouse deal.
Yeah, I used to get that. I would always tell my family, if you want to get me something for Christmas or birthday, Sports Illustrated.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted. Whatever you. Normally, they didn't want to spend that kind of money on me. It was more like a pair of socks. But anyway, so I get a message from somebody from Sports Illustrated. Turns out it's a guy from Southern Illinois that actually writes for Sports Illustrated, who kind of knew of me when I was starting off in this business, and tracked me down and said, "Hey, you influenced me in the sports business. I got into this
Really?
because of you. I was a young kid, and I called you all the time, and you would take my call at this radio station."
Wow.
But he's writing. I mean, he's by far, past me up. He's writing for Sports Illustrated, but he's going to be on with us on Friday.
Oh, that's great.
This guy.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool.
So I thought I was going to have to pay a bill, to Sports Illustrated, and instead it was a great call.
That's awesome. Pay a bill. You remember that? You send you a bill for Sports Illustrated to re-up your subscription.
Yep. Either that or the you remember the CDs or they didn't have CDs, but the records or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I was part of those clubs too.
Those
I would
record
get the
clubs.
8 tracks for some company, but
8 tracks.
back in the day.
There are several people laughing about 8 tracks right now. I'm laughing about 8 tracks. I remember my grandpa, that's all he had in his truck was an 8 track. Had a bunch of
8-track player,
I had a bunch of 8 tracks. He had all stacked over in his seat. He'd tell me, slip that one in there. You're gonna love this song.
I still have I've got a record player again who uses those anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But I got an old record. It's not old. It's kind of a newer one, but it's got 8-track, CD, and cassette player in them.
All within the same unit.
Yeah, I had to have that because I got everything.
That's legit.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty cool.
A lot of the old Jackie Styles game tapes are still on cassette, which I need to move over to
Oh yeah,
CD.
that'd be good.
Yep.
I wonder if I've got any old cassettes still. I used to have a bunch, but I don't know if I still do or not. I don't even know if I got CDs anymore. I ripped all the CDs, so I don't even know if I got those anymore either.
Hey, big show coming up. Again, Bear Tracker at 8 o'clock with Paige Grissom, but I see out in the hallway, and I hope he beats the heck out of the sales. We got Kobe Stewart coming in, MMA fighter at 7:40. He'll be our next guest. Paige will be on at 8 o'clock with us. Full Throttle with Craig Stagner. And then Fox broadcaster Connor Onion will be at 8:40 this morning. So we are loaded coming up, starting right after this quick timeout. It is the opening drive. My name is Tom Ladd. That's Rob Rogers, brought to you by Play It Again Sports here on ESPN The Jock.
Mornings in the Ozarks just got louder. Sports debates, hot takes, local legends, and your voice in the mix. It's the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
It may be a small crack in your driveway now, but let it last longer and you'll be driving over huge gaps. Don't do that to your tires. Get it solved now with All Sealed Up Sealing and Striping. They can do asphalt seal coating, crack sealing, paving and repair, and more from a local team that cares about protecting your asphalt and not a fly-by-nighter that only cares about making a buck. Got cracks in your driveway or parking lot? Call All Sealed Up Sealing and Striping. Visit allsealedupasphalt.com.
Every business owner wants to be the hero, closing sales, fixing problems, taking care of customers, and somehow marketing the business too. You're not 3 people, so stop stressing like you are. You don't have superpowers, and human cloning isn't quite a thing yet. That's where we at Fuse 32 come in. We handle your website, social media, digital ads, and a whole lot more in-house. That way, you can focus on what you do best. Fuse 32. There's nothing we can't do. Fuse32.com.
All right, there's your new AC unit. You should be all set.
What do you mean, should be?
Yep, should be all set. Thanks and good luck.
And that's when you realize it wasn't such a good idea to go with one of the guys who had the AC unit for cheaper. Rogersville Heating and Cooling won't just chuck it in a truck, plug it in, and leave. They take the time to install and quality check everything they do, so you can come home to comfort with Rogersville Heating and Cooling. RogersvilleHVAC.net.
Life's stressful enough, so when something unexpected happens, it's that much worse. That's why it's important that you're covered by Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent David Kinsman. He's not your typical insurance agent. He will fight for you. He's also a local and understands his community. Whether it's home and auto insurance to life and business, he has you covered on all fronts. So when something happens, don't sweat, because David Kinsman has your back. Google David Kinsman, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance today.
Due to the overwhelming response, PianoCraft is extending the America 250 sale throughout the month of July. Up to 50% off digitals, conservatory-grade verticals, up to 50% off new pricing. Yamaha Grands on sale with a free player piano upgrade. Man, that's a $9,000 value. Tech certified used pianos starting at $15.99. This is our biggest sale of the year. Visit PianoCraft today, 4240 South Fremont in Springfield.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play It Again Sports, located in the Fremont Shopping Center. And we begin our full stretch of guests today. We're stocked full of guests the rest of the day.
Yes, we are. Big show. Big show for this Wednesday. It's hump day, so you got to have a big show.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna talk a little MMA with Kobe Stewart, who is a good friend of Chef Tiny. As a matter of fact, used to work with our good buddy Chef Tiny, who will be in tomorrow.
Yeah.
But Kobe, who has really kind of just started your fighting career, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct. About 9 months ago, I started training, sir.
Yeah, had one fight so far, and you've got another one coming up in September.
September 12th at the Shrine Mosque. Yes, sir. We're very, very excited, man.
What made you get into the MMA game?
I've always been a fan ever since I've been very, very young. And the older I get, I just know if I'm 40 one day, looking back at my 20s, I'm going to regret not training, not actually trying to go for it. So about 9 months ago, I made that call. And then my cousin Colton Vaught, who's actually auditioning for the WWE today.
Oh, wow.
He also does MMA. He's from Crane, Missouri. He started training MMA 4 or 5 years ago, and seeing him get out there and compete, I was like, man, my family's doing this. I got to do this. I have to do it. So that was kind of where the journey started. Fusion's been an amazing, amazing team to train with. They've taught me so much, and we're just continuing to get better every single day, sir.
Now, Vaught, that's a racing family, isn't it?
Maybe. Colton Vaught, if you ever met him, he is a guy you would not forget. Down from the Crane area, he is just a ball of energy. He's done like regional, local wrestling and done fighting at the same time, kind of a dual sport athlete, but he's out in Indiana today auditioning for the WWE. It's quite awesome, I think.
Vaught Racing, that's very popular, and Vaught Fighting. There you go.
There you go. We got both of them.
Two right there. You bet.
Yes, sir.
So you'll be September 12th at the Shrine Mosque.
Yes, sir.
You'll be part of the card.
Yes, sir.
Brad is he in charge of Fusion, right?
Yes, Coach Brad Montgomery. He's my head coach, amazing man right there. He really believes in me, and one of the main reasons I keep driving, go forward.
We've talked with him and several of his fighters over the last several years. So
Yes, sir.
good guy.
Great guy.
So you just got into it. I mean, have you played sports before?
Yes, sir. So all throughout high school, I was a track and football athlete. I went to SBU for football and track and field. I've had a horrible luck with hamstring injuries, so I've actually torn my hamstring a total of 4 times. Anytime I come to a full sprint, every time. So I went from SBU to walk on at Missouri State for football back in 2018, hurt my hamstring again, and probably took off sports for 3-4 years before I picked up MMA, sir. I've always been an athlete, and I've just always wanted something I can compete and push me better at every single day, and that's what MMA has really given me.
Now, what high school did you go to around
I went
here?
to Hollister High School, right next to Branson, really small town.
Very cool.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
It's a good sports school.
Yeah, I got a lot of good sports down in Hollister.
Oh, we've grown a lot in the last few years. That's
Grown
for
is
sure.
right. Yeah, it's one of the fastest growing school districts in the state.
Yes, sir.
Now, what's your weight as far as the division you fight?
So this upcoming fight, I'm going to be at 155. I'm going to probably end up cutting down to 145 after this one, though. I walk around at about 170, 165 pounds. So with proper dieting, I'll lose like 5 to 10, and then I'll water cut the rest of the way, which is the fun part of fighting. Yeah.
Man, oh man. So what's the end game? What do you want to do? How long do you want to stay at this?
Keep going as long as God calls me to keep going, man. I do a lot of things. I help run a vape / dispensary around this area that keeps me very, very busy. And then I also do real estate on the side as well. So this is like another side quest for me almost. So as long as it keeps going good, I feel called to do it. I'm going to continue to attack it full force every single day. And then if I ever get the urge or, the insight to stop, that's whenever I'll stop. And I'm pretty fired up to keep going right now.
What is your strength? Are you a grappler or more of a
striker.
stand-up? Are you really?
Striker? Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. In the very first fight, man, we touched gloves. I instantly got hit, and that woke me up. And I think it was a minute 27 seconds in, I landed a shot and put him down. So there's a lot of great strikers, a lot of great jiu-jitsu guys in there. I'm just trying to go in there and be a finisher. So
What was it like since you just got into it? The first time you were struck.
Yes, sir.
How'd that?
It was a wake-up call, and I was almost like, oh my gosh, we're 3 seconds in. This can't be it right now. And so thankfully that woke me up. I was able to get my hands up and just start returning fire. And it was just almost like a flow state hit me. I wasn't even thinking. I heard no crowd, did not hear my coaches screaming at me in the sideline. I was just kind of going. So yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
So how many fights do you typically do a year? I mean, I know this is your second, but I mean, how many do you want to fight a year?
I want to do 3 to 5 a year, sir.
Okay.
Synergy has at least 6 to 7, sometimes 8 fights a year between Springfield, Missouri, Kansas City, then Lake of the Ozarks. With how busy I've been, I've only been able to do 2 in the last 5-ish months, but next year will be a totally different year. That is for sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. How many guys train with Fusion these days?
We have a bunch. I mean, you don't see every person every single day, but I mean, we have well over 100 people that train there right now. And the actual pro class that I attend at 12:30, there's anywhere from 8 to sometimes 16 of us up there. So it's a really, really solid group with some amazing coaches.
Yeah, I know. We were watching the Vegas fight a couple months ago with what's his name?
Julius?
Yeah, Julius Walker.
That's one of my close friends. Yes, sir.
Man, that was a tough bout for him, wasn't it? I mean,
they've not given him an easy draw though. They start him off with the 15th ranked guy, then they give him a normal dude, he beats him. Then they give him Dustin Jacoby, the most knockouts in light heavyweight history. Then they give him this last dude who's like the number 1 up and coming guy. I'm like, give him some fights that are a little easier,
Yeah.
But he's a beast. Julius is another one of my close friends. I knew him back in his Drury basketball days,
right
before he even started training. Yes, sir.
Yep. Old Greenwood guy, a great basketball player, played soccer. Just really good athlete.
Great athlete overall. And you're exactly right, Kobe. He never gets a good draw. I mean, I'm like going, you look at who he's fought, you're like going, my goodness gracious. You kind of build into things typically. You build your resume out, you learn. They throw him to the wolves literally every other match. He gets an easy guy, then a guy that's really, really good.
Yes, sir. They throw him into the fire, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So starting off, what are your bouts like? How long are the rounds? How long is the fight?
Yes, sir. So any amateur fight is going to be 3 3-minute rounds. So
Okay.
not too long, but until you get in there, it feels like it's a lifetime sometimes. Yes, sir. But
I
then
bet.
at the professional level, they'll then change to 3 5-minute rounds. So yeah, right now I got the easy draw.
Is it and training wise? I mean, are you built up to where you can handle those right now?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. That's what Fridays are for. We do hard sparring, was what we call it on Fridays, where they give us 3 cage rounds to we simulate the fight. We're going about 90% in there, and they'll put me against guys that are far better than me. So that's what really helps me get better and get in shape. If I can handle those guys, then this upcoming opponent shouldn't be too tough.
Do you think your athletic background has helped you with this?
1000%. Just that natural drive to try to be the best at whatever I do. That's what really, really keeps me going. You can't settle in this sport. If you settle, that's when you'll start losing pretty hard. You have to be looking to grow every single day. And that's definitely what I have. Yes, sir.
You bet. Are there some guys that you're kind of, mentors with Fusion right now that you're looking up to kind of emulate?
Absolutely. Avery These Hands Wilson, he's a guy, he's going to be next in the UFC. Remember his name. He is an absolute beast, heavyweight guy. Coach Clem is another guy. He's one of our coaches, but he still fights, but he has over 20 pro fights now. He's a big guy I look up to. And then Jonathan Beckett as well, another guy that's been in the game for a long time. Just an absolute animal. Another one of my coaches that still competes. All those guys are big inspirations for me.
Do you watch yourself? Either train or you've only had one fight. So
Yes,
it's,
sir.
I don't know how much you can get out of that one right now, but do you kind of watch a lot of video and tech? Is there tech involved with this game?
That's where my girlfriend comes into play. So every Friday, she's normally there videotaping me so I can look back and see, well, Kobe, your hands are down right here. You're not watching this. You're not stuffing the takedown. So that's whenever I get the chance to really review and improve my skills. So she's amazing. Shout out to my girlfriend.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So September 12th, how many fights on the card?
Ooh, there's at least 15 fights. It's a loaded fight card. I highly recommend you gentlemen come. Anybody come to that if you can. It's a great, great experience. Kids are welcome as well.
Shrine Moss should be pretty much in all. Is it afternoon into evening?
So the gates are going to open at 5 o'clock. I believe the fights start at 6. They typically end around 10 o'clock at night, sir.
Oh,
with a
that's
couple
not bad.
intermissions. No, not too bad at all. They get us in and out of there.
Yeah, very good.
3 3-minute rounds, you're going.
You're going.
Boom, boom, boom. That didn't count the knockouts. It's boom, done. Next fight, that type of thing. So
now, will these all be amateurs, or will there be some professional
We
bouts
have,
too?
We have pro bouts as well.
Oh, nice.
And there's some amazing, amazing pros on this card. Coach Clem's one of the guys fighting. Avery Wilson's one of the guys fighting. And then I believe Dalen Loonsfoot, if y'all ever heard of him, he's an absolute killer out of Springfield Fight Club. One of my good friends is fighting as well. So there's a lot of professional action coming on this card.
Very cool. Do you travel around? Do you watch a lot of fighting now?
Oh yeah. The company I work for, we actually sponsor a lot of local fighters. So any of Julius's fight, except for the one that was just in Azerbaijan, we go to all of his. And then any of the Synergy fights, we also attend as well. So we do a little bit of traveling.
Have you talked to him since he got back?
Oh yeah.
Julius?
Oh yeah. He comes into the shop and sees us. That just fired him up to get even better, man. That's why I love him. I love his mindset. Anything that people thinks puts him down, that makes him want to take 2 more steps forward. So he's very, very pumped to get better.
Yeah.
I see him. I've told you, I'm a bike rider. So on my path, I see him running. He lives right around where I'm riding every night. So he's out training in the heat. Doing whatever he can to stay in shape. Guy's serious about it. That's for sure.
Yes, he's about it. He's a good man though.
Yep.
That's what's important. He's a great, humble man.
So what do you do outside of this? You got a couple other jobs, you said?
Yeah, so I'm a district manager of Springfield Vapors and Cannabis. We have 3 stores around the area, and that job keeps me busy. We are growing every single month. And then I also do real estate with Keller Williams. I just got into that a couple months ago. I'm on my dad's team. And then I have 4 disabled dogs that I take care of at my house as well. So
wow.
I do it all.
And I have no other time to do it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's exactly right. Well, very good. This is exciting. Look forward to it. Do you know who you're fighting?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Mr. Nate Byers. He's a gentleman out of Joplin. He's been training, fighting for over 9 years. He hasn't fought in, I think, 4 years, though. He took some time off or something. He's 2-1, but he is a stud, and I'm very, very excited for that opportunity to go up against him.
Now, do you scout any of his past fights? I mean, can you go back and look? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're all out there, and I've seen him. He wants to stand and throw, which is my style. I'm very, very excited to make for a very, very entertaining fight for the crowd.
What if you get with somebody that wants to grapple more? I mean, you okay with that?
Then that's why I train grappling more than I do striking, just in case. I need to be able to stay on my feet, but if it goes down, I'm prepared for anything. Fusion really specializes in grappling, jiu-jitsu, ground game. I kind of try to be that striker, though. So
that was a good question, Tom. So I was going to ask you that too. You want to be a striker, but you got to learn the other part too. Because you go down, you're in trouble.
Absolutely. We train that twice as much as I train striking. Okay. So yes, sir.
All right.
Good guys to train with, though, grappling at that place.
Amazing. We have 3-4 black belts up there in jiu-jitsu. We have a gentleman named Mr. Seth that was a former Mizzou wrestler. He's 250 pounds, just a whole man. He comes in and teaches us wrestling as well. So we got some amazing, amazing guys giving us some great advice up there.
Now, Rob's always wanted to see if he could take a punch. Would you mind here before the end of the show?
I can see it on his jaw. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You are. I forgot
I'm
about
a master Taekwondo.
That's amazing.
I can take a punch.
Yes, sir.
Trust me. You fight some of the people I fought. You can take a punch.
Yeah.
Now, do I recover well as I used to? No, I don't. No, I do not.
I forgot about that.
I'm not as young as I used to be.
Your whole family trained, right?
Yeah, my wife's the master. Yeah, my wife's the original master in our family. Rhett's a black belt. Yeah,
wow.
We're all pretty much black belts except for my daughter.
Don't mess with the Rogers
Roy's
family.
a black belt.
Is he really?
Yeah.
You can see it in his eyes, man. He's a killer.
No, not really.
Yeah, you could tell.
I used to be able to take punches. I don't do that anymore. So I just teach. That's all I do. I teach people how to take punches, not actually do the taking of punches. No way.
That is cool. How'd you get the name Kobe? Was there a basketball fan in the family?
My parents let my older brothers and sisters name me. Kobe Bryant was just in the league in 96. I was born in 97. He was their favorite player. So Kobe, and then Sidney James were my 2 grandparents. That's my middle name. Then Stewart, my dad's last name. So yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kobe. That's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
That's an original there. You don't see too many Kobe's.
No, well, you do now.
You do now,
You
yeah.
do now, but yeah, you don't,
Yeah.
yeah.
Back in the day, you didn't.
Oh.
Growing
Hey.
up, you on Kobe at everything. I shot into the
Oh,
trash
yeah.
can.
Everything's
Real
Kobe.
privilege.
Very good. Well, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, gentlemen, both for having me on. Hope you see y'all there at the Shrine.
You bet.
All right.
September 12th is the date of the bout. Kobe Stewart joining us on the program. Paige Grissom coming up next. The opening drive with Tom and Rob here on this Wednesday morning from ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Players Sports.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Happy Wednesday. This morning is going to be mild. Temperatures in the 70s. Will warm to the upper 80s and low 90s for the afternoon. We'll also find partly cloudy skies today with a chance of rain showers near and west of Highway 65 this afternoon into this evening. The chance of rain is overall low for today. Temperatures tonight drop to the lower 70s. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
Did that last hailstorm sideline your ride? Don't let hail win. Put Frontline Auto Hail on your team. They're the only shop where you pay zero deductible, and they'll handle your insurance claim from start to finish with all insurance carriers. Worried about your rates? Hail claims typically don't increase your insurance premiums. While other shops keep you on the bench, Frontline gets repairs started immediately, helping you get back on the road faster. Schedule your free inspection today at frontlineautohail.com. That's frontlineautohail.com.
Your red, white, and ride code this hour is OAK. Enter now at 969thejock.com or on the Jock app. This is KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield.
Springfield's Total Sports Station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
In for Don Luzader, I'm Joe Rios. The St. Louis Cardinals dropped their second consecutive game to the Chicago Cubs last night in St. Louis, 10-2. It was not the start pitcher Michael McGreevy wanted either, as he gave up 7 runs in less than 2 innings to take the loss. The Cards fall 1 game below 500 for the season and will play Game 3 of 4 tonight at Busch. The Kansas City Royals took another one on the chin last night, losing to the Minnesota Twins on a walk-off 2-run triple in the 9th inning by Royce Lewis by a score of 3-2. Salvador Perez went 2 for 4 with an RBI for the Royals, who will continue their series on the road in Minnesota tonight. For the Jock, I'm Joe Rios.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Highland Dairy.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Happy Wednesday. This morning is going to be mild. Temperatures in the 70s. Will warm to the upper 80s and low 90s for the afternoon. We'll also find partly cloudy skies today with a chance of rain showers near and west of Highway 65 this afternoon into this evening. The chance of rain is overall low for today. Temperatures tonight drop to the lower 70s. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Not your average sports show. louder opinions, better stories, and zero boring mornings. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Spring and summer storms in the Ozarks have been tough on your home. High winds, heavy rains, and hail can leave damage you may not see from the ground. For more than 20 years, ABC Roofing has helped Springfield area homes and business owners protect what matters most after the storms have passed. With honest inspections, quality work, and the highest level of integrity. If storms left you wondering about your roof, let the ABC team come take a look. ABC Roofing, keeping it simple for over 20 years.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app. We're getting you ready for the 26th Missouri State Bears football season with our daily Bear Tracker. Find out what Casey Woods thinks, who the new players are, and what the schedule presents.
Oh, I love the music. It's getting closer. Day 38 of our Bear Tracker is coming. I don't know how to turn that off, Tom. There we go.
There we go.
It's called the hotkey, Tom. That's the terminology we're using. All right, fine. We're back up and running here. I'm running the board, so that's why everything sounds weird today, or maybe it sounds normal. I don't know. Maybe I don't have a reference point. So run the board today for the first time on the old ESPN The Jock and the Zimmer Enterprise here that I'm running. If you saw the things I look at right now, you'd like, oh my goodness gracious. But hey, so far no dead air. Not too bad.
And I think he's got a better appreciation of what I do every day.
I like sitting on my side. I like sitting on my side. I really like sitting on my side right now. I will do this because you're going to have to go do things. I know you're going to have to go do things, Learfield, basketball, football things. So I'm going to have to do things for you. So I'm here to pick you up.
It helps to have somebody else to be able to run NASA while I'm away.
Exactly.
Keep
this thing alive.
38 days until the Bears open up at Kyle Field, Texas A&M. And our Bear Tracker today, we're pleased to have Paige Grissom from the Bear Fund, the Alumni Center at Missouri State, in to talk about the Sneaker Soiree, which is coming up this Saturday.
It's this Saturday. Also, Rob, you're doing great.
Thank you, Paige.
Don't listen to Tom here. You're doing a great job.
Thanks, Paige. Appreciate that support.
You're welcome. No, it's here. The football season is nearly here. The Sneaker Soiree, the athletic auction is this Saturday at Great Southern Bank Arena. We are just firing on all cylinders. We are going ahead, and it's going to be a fantastic year.
So this is the 40th, though. That's the cool thing. 40 years of this.
40 years of this. So it's been really fun for me. I've been able to go back and look at some history and look at some articles and different things and just kind of get a feel for how this event has grown over the last 40 years and, really have a true appreciation for it. I mean, we started off in, I believe it was the Sheraton Hotel, doing this event in one of their convention meeting rooms. And it's been over at University Plaza. It's been at the Convention Center. It's been, at Hammond Student Center and now at Great Southern Bank Arena. And so just to see that progression there has just been incredible. So it's been really, really cool. We're doing some fun stuff with the 40th anniversary. Coach Bill Rowe is the one, of course, who started this up 40 years ago, and he is still involved to this day. He is in the office every single day.
Not surprised.
No surprise. No one's surprised.
My jaw is not dropping, hitting the table here. I mean, I'm like, how's Coach Rowe involved?
Yeah. Anyone who knows him knows he is so involved in this, and so it's a really, really special time for us.
He's been, every year he's out there collecting items, auction items for this event. He does that year round.
He does. He does that year round. He is in my office this time of year every single day and just, hey, I've got this. Hey, I've got this coming. And so we truly could not do this without him. It's a full team effort for us, as well as, you know, him being a part of our team as well. And so it's been really great. You know, it's also been fun to look back at some of the stuff that we have had up for bid over the years, you know, and the late 90s, we had a Geo Metro, and we had a
Geo Metro.
Right? I saw the photo of it and it made me laugh.
Geo Metro.
You know, we've had a thoroughbred horse before.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that auction. Yeah, it's good. That's good stuff.
it's
Yeah.
good stuff. It's
But
good stuff.
Thing is, a thoroughbred horse would go faster than the Geo Metro. Think about that for a second.
It would.
It would. 100%.
Farm implements. We've had.
Yeah, they've had. Yeah, they've had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we had live animals? Didn't we had like sides of beef and stuff like that?
We've
and-
had sides of beef. We have a quarter side of beef this year.
Nice.
And we've had, you know, actual puppies there a couple of years
Wow.
as well. So none of that so much this year, but we do have some really cool stuff coming up.
people that have not been to now called, how long has it been the sneaker soiree?
It's only been called the sneaker soiree, I think, the last 7 or 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
'cause
not
it was,
super
it,
long.
It was something else back when I was there. It was just the annual
It was
Bear
all-
Fund
Yeah.
auction gala.
Yep. All
Bears-
sports auction.
All sports auction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah.
So for people that haven't been, it's now at Great Southern Bank Arena. And they'll have like some silent auction items up in the corridor.
Yes.
Above the gymnasium at the arena. So people can kind of meander around. There's also food and drink up there.
Yep.
The items, that's where a lot of people kind of get together and talk and stop. And there's groups of people. It's a neat, fun networking type situation up there. And that'll be maybe a couple of hours before they move down onto the gym floor.
Yeah, we'll open doors around 5:30 this year. We'll end the silent area around 7:15, and move folks down onto the court, onto the floor, where we've sold over 60 tables this year, which has been fantastic. And we'll have our live auction program. We've got some cool stuff we're doing with that, again, with that 40th anniversary. But yes, upstairs, we're going to have hundreds of silent auction items that you can bid on. We'll have food vendors, from everything from Mexican Villa to Bambinos to billiards and food, drink, etc. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
The tables, how many tables? Because that's always kind of a big deal. Do you have more tables this year than you've had, or about the same?
I think so. We've kind of fluctuated a little bit here and there, but we're going to be, if not right at the record that we've set last year, if not a little bit above. So it's
Cool.
been exciting, and just seeing that support from our community kind of come together for this event. So we're thrilled to death. There's a lot of really cool stuff you can bid on. We've also got an online featured category that has about 18 items that you can bid on right now. And so that's on our website. You can go check that out. We've got several things on there. We've got some Chiefs tickets. We've got some Dallas Mavericks tickets. We've got some Bears experiences and just some different things that you can check out on there. A private wine class for $20 at Total Wine, and just different things, just to kind of get things going. For anyone who wants to participate, whether you're coming on Saturday or not, you can bid on those items right now.
The coaches are always there. Most of the coaches at
Mhm.
Missouri State are there. And during the live segment, before you actually get to the auction, there'll be some interviews done. I believe the president, the athletic director, some of the coaches will be up there. Still the same.
We've done some different things over the
Okay.
years. We have, done some Q&As with our relatively new president, Biff Williams, with Patrick Ransdell, and some different folks. We're not going to do any Q&As at the beginning of this one because we do have some other programming tied to the 40th anniversary.
Okay.
That's kind of a surprise, and so I can't fully talk about some of that
Why
right
not?
now. Well, you never know who's listening.
Do you want to get people there? I mean, you might want to throw it
I
out
want to
there.
get people there, but I
This-
also
you're-
have
aren't
a
you
few
here-
things up my sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
So we do have a partnership with Andy's Frozen Custard, and so we are going to be giving away some free Andy's as well. So that's an
Oh.
exciting one. Someone's going to go home with a lot of Andy's gift cards, so Andy's for a year. So that's going to be really fun as
Wow.
well. We're going to have some different games you can play with us. And so it's going to be really exciting. But really, again, heartfelt because we're looking back on the 40 years of this event, and it's really special.
I wouldn't say it's the most important thing, but she brought up a point there. Andy's food. Food's pretty important to a lot of people that attend this thing. What do you got lined up for some food vendors up in the corridor up there?
Yeah, so we take the concourse and we take about half of that. We fill it with silent auction items, and then we've also got food vendors in a lot of those concession stands. And so it's not your normal concession stand food. It's
Right.
Smoke and Wheels barbecue.
Yeah.
It's Bambino's. Oh my gosh, the spread they did last year
Yes.
was so good. It's our friends over at Billiards. They're doing a nice spread. It's bars, food and drink. It's Mexican Villa, Village Inn pies, Insomnia cookies. We'll have some
Wow.
cupcakes from one of our athletic trainers on the side. She kind of has a bakery business.
Nice.
And so she makes some amazing cupcakes. It's just there's so much. Coyotes out of Nixa does some wings for us. And Domino's Pizza. And so truly you can have a little bit of everything and, snack around and get to mingle around, bid on items, have a good time before we even start the main event, the main program downstairs. And so it's truly a fun time. And really, you can get your tickets in advance. They're $35 per person. That's not a bad deal.
No.
And if you wait till the night of, that's going to be $40 when you walk up. But seriously, you will not find a more fun time to be spent with Missouri State than Saturday night.
The bottom line is this is to raise money for the athletic department. One of the many fundraisers. This is kind of the all-encompassing fundraiser. Each team then will have kind of their own little fundraisers. You have to in this day and age, you have to, right?
You have to, there's so many buckets that we're raising money for. It's the competitive excellence funds, and it's, special projects funds for our every single program, it's scholarships. There's just so many buckets anymore. And so we have to do so many different things to be able to get our coaches what they need, get our student athletes what they need. But this event is cool because it is truly everyone coming together. So, there are going to be, we have a category that's just Missouri State experiences and apparel. And so, we've got several of our coaches that have participated this year for the first time of, hey, come be a men's soccer coach for a day. And come be a cheerleader for a day if you have a young child who wants to do that. And just things like that are very unique that directly go back to those programs and, help them be able to do what they do to be their very best. We always have coach for a day for football. We always have coach for a day for the Lady Bears, but this has been really special to kind of see a few more of those come in and, go live on air with Corey Riggs for baseball. There's just so much fun and new stuff that we have this year.
We had, I believe last year, I think we had an experience where they can come in here and co-host the show. I don't know if that's on there. I know there is for a Lady Bears game, they come in and they can be with us on the broadcast, but we need to have,
You can put that out there. Can you do that?
Absolutely, we can.
They come in here and do it, raise money that way. We did it for Honor Fly to
co-host.
the Ozarks
Yeah.
and raise a bunch of money
Yeah.
on that. So
definitely,
we'd be more than happy to host anybody from Missouri State winning that auction coming in here and hanging with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
In
Thanks,
fact, they can run the board. They can run the whole thing. They can run the whole thing, man.
No, we're trying to get people here.
Yeah, we're trying to make money here.
Yeah,
Never mind. There's no pressure or anything,
Yeah.
but that'd be great. Yeah. So, okay. So it's coming up this Saturday, right?
Yep.
And what's the dress code for this thing? Because you hear the word soiree. You're like, okay, what's this actually about?
And that's another thing that has changed over 40 years. Looking back at photos, from 98, 99, and some of those first years in the late 80s, and it was a black tie event.
Yes.
Full on the tuxes, the whole thing.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of morphed and changed. The way society has changed as well, and so
Okay.
it's very casual.
Okay.
Come as you are.
Okay.
Wear your favorite tennis shoes. That's kind of the whole gig there, and just be comfortable. Wear bear wear. whatever you
Okay.
feel comfortable in. We're not too picky.
Okay.
So
I mean, it's good to know. I mean,
Yeah.
because it was when I went
was.
back in the day, we were dressed up to the nines back in the day. So
Mm-hmm.
Well, and while it is a real clever name, that sneaker part of it is there's a competition for that, right? I mean, the best or what are the categories, or is it just one for the sneakers?
So we've historically done that. Yeah, we've done that where we have a sneaker contest and you'll go home with a swag pack with us. But again, with the 40th anniversary, we have some
Changing
other
it?
programming.
Okay,
And we've changed
okay.
some different things around there. So definitely wear your favorite sneakers, but no official contest this year. We, like I said, we're doing some really cool stuff with Coach Rowe, and it's going to be really special.
As we've talked with Paige before, she didn't want to give this away, but she's probably the closest to Taylor Swift of anybody we know. So obviously, Taylor's concert at the Sneaker Soiree is going to happen. She doesn't want to tell us yet.
I had to sign an NDA to
Oh,
get it
yes,
to happen, and so I
absolutely.
can't publicly
we said it, she didn't. That
Yeah.
kind of thing, huh?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
What'd you think of that? The off-season news with her getting married now.
It's,
Were you invited? Were you there? That's probably the.
I get that question a lot. I can't share any photos from the event,
Oh,
but it was very unique, I think, to get married in Madison Square Garden. I mean, you can truly take a space like that and turn it into anything. So I'm going to be really curious to see more photos and stuff come to light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
About that. She's
yeah.
been to more Taylor concerts than how many now? Do you know? Have you counted them?
It's been 7 total.
Oh.
So not that.
You know they're
No,
all
I
you
thought
know
it'd
they're
be
all the
more than
same
that.
songs, right?
Well, not totally. There's surprise songs and all kinds of fun
just
stuff.
People come in and join her, right? At various venues and stuff. and-
Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine was at one of my shows,
Mm.
and so there's lots of cool little surprises and different things that she does to keep things interesting.
do you still go? Do you plan? Do you have any big plans or anything?
There are no tour dates coming up. There is
Oh.
nothing on the schedule. She's been kind of quiet post wedding, so I think she's probably just gearing up for football season like we all are, and that's pretty much her plans at the moment. So nothing on my calendar.
Nothing on our calendar.
I wonder if she pays for that suite at Arrowhead. Do you think, or did they give it
know.
to her because of her? I mean, she gets more press than anybody.
That's Kelsey.
does.
That's Kelsey's
Is that-
suite, isn't it?
I
Isn't
thought
it in
so.
his suite?
Oh, is
Isn't
it?
it the Mahomes? Doesn't Mahomes and I think they had a
I-
suite together. Mahomes and Kelsey did.
Mhm.
I think that's
Ah,
their
okay.
quote
so.
suite. I don't know if it's separate now or not, but
Yeah.
So tickets, you can go online and get those.
Yes.
Get them ahead of time for $35.
Yes. Otherwise, it's $40 at the door. Go online, go check out our catalog. You can see every single item that we have up for bid. Like I said, lots and lots of Chiefs tickets and different experiences. We've got one that's going to be in the live auction that you won't want to miss. It's going to include transport up to Kansas City and back.
Oh, wow.
From Springfield. Oh yeah, it's pretty sweet. So there's lots of really cool stuff. Go check that out. Bid on some of our items that are already open for bidding, and then everything else will be open at the night of. Come out, support the Bears. It's going to be a fun time.
Paige, we love having you in. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having
thanks,
me.
Paige. Appreciate you. All right. We're at a break because I'm ready because the mouse is pointed at the play thing for me to do the next break. So we're going to do that right now. On the opening
Technical
drive
talk by Rob
with Tom and
Rogers.
It's pretty fancy.
On the
Yep.
opening drive with Tom and Rob. Back after this on ESPN The Jock. This is Rob Rogers, the co-host of the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Can you smell it now? The hot dogs, the green grass on the field. It must be baseball season. And where can you find the best baseball coverage in the Ozarks? Right here on ESPN The Jock.
The leaves aren't the only thing that can get brighter in the fall. 'Tis the season to play under the lights. At Play It Again Sports, football and soccer players reload every year with lots of new and gently used gear. From shoulder pads, helmets, mouthpieces, gloves, and footballs to soccer shoes, shin guards, shorts, and jerseys. If you play a fall sport, it's more than likely we'll see you soon at Play It Again Sports. When you trade in, you win. Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Shopping Center.
Make a difference with QBS. A backpack filled, a classroom prepared, a student ready to learn. Through their support of Clear the List, QPS Missouri is helping local teachers and families get the supplies they need for a successful school year. It's all part of the QPS effect, creating positive change right here at home while helping advance the future of medicine through clinical research. Learn more about upcoming QPS clinical research opportunities at 417studies.com or call 417-831-2048. Join the QPS effect today and make a difference in ways you never thought possible.
The National Heirloom Expo has been called the World's Fair of Pure Food. September 27th and 28th at Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company in Mansfield. Enjoy over 1,000 varieties of rare fruits, vegetables, herbs, and flowers, plus expert speakers, vendors, live music, local food, farm tours, and America's largest seed swap. Heirlooms are varieties worth celebrating. September 27th and 28th in Mansfield. Tickets and more info at rareseeds.com. That's rareseeds.com. When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 9, believing that millennials aren't like the rest of us. Millennials aren't some ancient alien tribe. Rather, they're a collection of tribes. They do not behave as a single entity. Go ahead, Google millennials. The definition will pop up as the industry brims with theories on what makes millennials tick. Truthfully, millennials want the exact same thing that the rest of the world does. A product or service that does something for them. Millennials may not be like the older generations used to be, but then again, the older generations aren't what they used to be either. For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com, your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri. ZimmerCommunications.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
On the opening
It's time
drive
for
with
Full
Tom and
Throttle
Rob
with Craig
on
Stagg, your
ESPN
home
The
for
Jock.
Ozarks dirt, speed, and horsepower. From the green flag to the checkered, we've got
I messed that up, Tom.
stories and the racing that matters. Let's go full throttle!
Okay, all right. I gotta get Craig brought up here. I'm really that's my first challenge of the day right there. My first challenge of the day. Let me get it off. There he is, right there, Craig Stagner. Hey, I screwed up your open. There we go. So I don't know if I'm on here. Let's see, it's StreamYard over here. There we go. Craig, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Craig? Come in, Craig. Come in, Craig. Over. This red light's on. I take the red light off. I hear him. Hold on. We're figuring you out.
I can hear you
There
on
you are.
the
I got
feed
you.
from Facebook, but not on StreamYard.
I hear you right now. Can you hear me? Are we delayed? I think we're delayed, Tom. I don't know what that means. That's beyond my scope.
We've got him. Craig, are you muted by any chance?
Hey, Craig, mute your deal there. I don't know what that means. I'm on. Okay, Tom's going to come help me. Is it because of this right here, that Q button maybe?
I can see you and hear you on my iPad. I can see what's going on Facebook, but the StreamYard stream, I lost the sound.
All right. You want me to have him just call in? Hey, go ahead and call in.
I can see you and hear you on my.
All right. See, he's all right. I'm taking that down. All right. We're going to have him call in because right now that's just not working. That's weird because working a while ago, Tom.
Yes, it was something. We'll figure it out. The wonders of radio, Rob. The wonders of radio.
Wonders is right because people on radio now are going, what's going on right there? Well, first of all, I'm running the board today. So there's the first issue we've got. But the second issue we've got is something just didn't cue in there, right? And I don't know what that's all about because I did everything I was supposed to do, except I played the wrong. Okay, those things are really small. Those little buttons up there. I hit the show me the money and the full throttle at the same time on the open. So people on the radio out there going, what is going on? Well, it's me. Just ignore it. It's just me. All right. All right. Waiting for Craig to call in. You might want to text him there, Tom, or something, let him know. We'll get him on there for some full throttle. He had a full day of stuff to talk about today, so we want to make sure we get him on the phone. But full throttle coming up next with Craig Stagner. Of course, we got Connor Onion coming up next after that. We're going to talk a little Fox Sports. He's number 2 broadcaster now, the football broadcaster on Fox Sports. So pretty excited about that for the college scene. But yeah, so we're going to get that going here in a minute and get him up and running, waiting for Craig Stagner to dial back in, and we'll get that going. But yeah, that was a total price screw up on my side. Probably sent him to the Netherlands or something. He went somewhere.
Could be on another station right now. We
But
don't know.
I just jumped. I don't have time. Kind of like Phil Steele, just kind of jumped to the next station. Hey, you don't have time for me. I'm just going to keep going. Jump to the next station.
417-866-0969. So Craig's listing out there, 417-866-0. There he is right
I got
there.
him right there. I have to pick up the dot. I have to
No,
pick it up.
just hit that.
One.
Yep.
All right, there you are, Craig. How you doing, buddy?
Hey guys, I'm sorry about the issues here.
No, that's not you. That's me. I'm running the board, Craig. So that's the main issue we got right now. Me. I
Well-
botched your intro. I hit that the little slots up there are so small, and then the mouse is so small. I hit show me the money and full throttle at the same time. I don't even know how you do that, but I figured out how to do that. So
Well, it's okay. We're here now. That's what matters. And
Yes.
Sometimes we pulled you off the bench and you're here. You're in, and we're going to move forward.
I'm ready to go back to the bench. That's where I'm ready to go. Back to my side of
I
the
just assumed,
studio.
I assumed it was something. We went from that handsome young MMA fighter to Paige there, and then just my face on the screen was just such a drop off. That's what caused the issues.
We broke StreamYard.
Rob's trying to make it so I can never leave the radio station again.
Hey, we got dead air. Get over here, Tom.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, my friend, but we got you up and running full throttle. Our weekly segment about racing, the best one out there, ORP TV tonight, 6 p.m. live on Facebook Live and also on YouTube as well, and other channels out there. And also on Sunday, he wraps up the weekend. Craig does with all the results. And so what we got going today, Craig, honestly, I usually do some prep here with you, but I'm just trying to make sure this show stays on the air. So what's going on in the racing world today?
Well, really, I got yesterday some really just heartbreaking news. We've had a kind of an outbreak here with this I-44 construction. There's been a few instances of some wrecks. Well, back in July 12th, over just at the Missouri-Oklahoma border at Miami, Oklahoma, at 3 a.m. there was a semi involved in a wreck, rollover. It was on fire. 2 local here, one kid from Hillcrest graduate, lived in Springfield, and another kid from Webb City happened to be driving along through there, jumped out, went over to assist getting the driver out of this semi. While they were doing that, another semi crashed into that one. The two people involved, Logan Busick from Webb City and Dylan Hoyt, Hillcrest graduate, just turned 24 back in June, severely injured when this happened. Both the 2 people died at the scene in the wreck, and both of these young men were injured pretty severely. Logan ended up losing a foot from this injury sustained in that. Dylan Hoyt had been in the hospital ever since then. Sometimes you have an incident that severe and it starts coming along some other complications that happen, that kind of trauma on the body. Unfortunately, yesterday, Dylan passed.
Oh, man.
Just 24 years old. Again, Hillcrest graduate, longtime drag racer to this area, to Ozark Raceway Park and Mocan. Logan, his buddy. You see things. We always like to think that if something tragic happens, that we're going to jump in. We're going to feel that burst of energy and heroism, that we're going to jump in and help. But that's not something you can really plan for. That's either in you or it isn't. And for such a young couple men to jump in and put their own safety obviously at risk and in peril to go help someone else out is unbelievably selfless and heroic to do that. And then to pay the ultimate sacrifice. Like I said, Logan is going to have a lifetime of change with the amputation, but Dylan, just 24 years old, passed away yesterday. Going to really hit the racing community hard, but overall, just what a hero to jump in. And you can't imagine the chaos of a highway accident and a fire to say, I'm going to park my car and go jump in there and put myself in danger to help someone who I have no idea who this person is, but I'm going to help them. Truly unbelievably heroic. And Dylan Hoyt, there's got to be a special place in heaven for somebody who takes that upon themselves to put themselves at risk to help someone they've never met.
That's unbelievable. The fact that they jumped out heroic like that, and then one loses his life because of that. I tell you what, he'll be remembered as a drag racer. He'll remembered that way, but he'll be remembered as a hero because that's his last act on this earth, and he'll be well rewarded for that.
We always hope that what we do will have some sort of legacy and that people will remember. But he will be forever remembered by even just unbelievably tragic that this happened, and the courage of this young man, both of them, to go into it and do that. Unbelievable. And it's really heartbreaking that he lost his life in it. But what a hero. What a hero.
Well, as we transition out of that, and our thoughts and prayers again going to the Hoyt family, and that's just a tough one. As we transition to that, we did have some racing this past weekend, and really the Indianapolis, the Brickyard.
The Brickyard
400. It was not a very well attended event, I saw.
Well, the unfortunate thing there, it's like when you see one of these high school state championship football games, and they have the idea, they're like, we're going to have, just because of the size of the city, let's say Marionville is playing for a state championship, and they have it at the St. Louis at the Dome.
Yeah.
Well, you could get the whole town there, have a great turnout, but when you put it in a facility like that, the optics aren't good. Unfortunately, you have a facility at Indianapolis Motor Speedway that seating-wise holds over 250,000 people, 257,000 seats. And total capacity is over 400,000 when you get the infield. So an average NASCAR attendance there is 40 to 70,000 at most events. It just looked awful. You had, sometimes in these baseball stadiums, I guess you get some of the stadiums, I don't know which ones are that way now, but you would have tarp off whole sections just so it's like, oh no, those aren't seats. That's just where we put a Gatorade banner. That's those aren't unsold. They tried to do that, but NASCAR listed this as 70,000 in attendance, which is at the high end of their usual attendance. I don't think there was anywhere near that. That would have put it at a 27% capacity. And if you look at the pictures from it, there's no way you can convince me that 1 out of every 4 seats was filled, because there was a lot of empty space. It's just an unfortunate thing there that even a good turnout looks awful at a stadium that big. But what it came down to was there was not a lot of passing. This track's hard to pass that because of the configuration of it. But the racing was good. Corey Heim, who's only a part-time driver for 2311 Racing, this was his 15th career Cup Series start, his second win on the season. He won back at San Diego, the Coronado, the military base road course race. And then he wins this one. 2 huge wins. And again, 2311. 2311 has this year seven wins for 2311 and 4 more for Denny Hamlin. So 11 races this year have been won by either a 23XI driver or owner, which is unbelievable. Of course, a lot of the people, NASCAR has such a fickle fan base. They love the sport. At the same time, they criticize so much. And a lot of people say it, of course, conspiracy theory. This was because they sued NASCAR and this was part of the agreement. We'll let you win a lot of races, which is just insane. What it comes down to is 23XI is partnered with Joe Gibbs Racing because Denny Hamlin owns the part owner of 23XI, drives for Joe Gibbs. When you combine 23XI and JGR, you have something like 10 Cup drivers and all those developmentals, the organizations there combined. That's like trying to play against, let's say, the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills get together and you put all those coaching staff together and trying to coordinate against them. That's going to be really tough. There's a lot of smart people there. So you get these two powerful teams together and the drivers sharing information because they're kind of cousins. They're not quite teammates, but they're not rivals either. There's a connection there. You've got a lot of really good drivers, and it's going to be tough to beat 23XI for the championship. And Denny Hamlin right now is your points leader, and for Joe Gibbs Racing, and Tyler Reddick is second in points. And frankly, they've competed every week. Hamlin, 0 DNFs or did not finishes, and Tyler Reddick only 1. So you got to be there to win it, and these two guys have been there every lap of every race, with the exception of 1 this year. And when a team just keeps logging those laps and combining efforts, it's going to be tough to beat them.
So, Craig, I understand if you, Rob, and I pool our pocket change together, we could buy us a couple area racetracks.
Well, you know, I one of them I know the price on, the other one I don't. And yeah, there's always no shortage of people who say, well, if I ran the track, this is how I would do it. And I'll be honest, there's times where I've said the same thing. Well, this is what I would do, but I know that I don't have, for one, the money, the marketing sense to invest in it. My wife, I have to run all my financial purchases by my wife anyway, and that's on small things. She sure wouldn't let me buy Bolivar Speedway or Lebanon Midway Speedway. But both tracks are available for sale. Bolivar Speedway was one of only 2 asphalt tracks in the entire state of Missouri until this last year. They decided to tear up the asphalt and go back to dirt. That did not work out so well, and they had a few races, and that's it. Lebanon Midway's had a pretty good season. I think there was some disagreements there between the track owner and track managers about the direction of that facility. One of the things that the marketer wanted to do, or manager, was to do a motocross track in the infield at Lebanon Midway. I, for one, would have been all for that because there's not many motocross tracks in the area, and that could have been once every month, every couple of weeks race, and it would have not affected things. But nonetheless, both those tracks are for sale, the legendary Bolivar Speedway and Lebanon Midway, both for sale. So, you know, if you're looking to buy a track and want to put on some racing, there's a lot of tracks right now. There are a whole lot of tracks running Friday, Saturday night racing, and you only have so many drivers, and you got to split that pie. And to make that work, you're going to have something really unique. So both tracks are available. Yeah, Rob, I don't know. Maybe that's something that you could jump in on.
Yeah, I don't know. I got too much. I got too much baseball stuff to do. Honestly, that's running my life right now. So I'll take a hard pass on that. No offense, but yeah, I'll take a hard pass. I do if you do it. I'll do if you do. If you jump in that motocross thing, I'll do that.
Yeah. I tell you what, we could combine kind of like Wilt Chamberlain and some of the other guys did, where they combined for 102 points.
Yeah.
Well, Chamberlain had 100 of them.
Yeah.
So I could put in a little.
Yeah.
I don't know how far $50 is going to go towards this, but I think you're going to need somewhere in the 7-figure range to touch either one of these facilities, about the $1 million range. But they are big properties, and the Bolivar Speedway has got great highway access. Would be a unique one. They've had a lot of history there.
They do. Yep. You bet. Well, Craig, I appreciate you coming on as always. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We'll get that figured out next week. But we've got ORP TV tonight, 6 p.m. We've got ORP TV on Sunday night, 6 p.m., all on Facebook Live, YouTube, all that kind of kind of stuff.
Also on TikTok. So TikTok's one of the ones that we are on pretty big. So TikTok and Facebook both. And hey, I guess I've seen rumblings that MySpace might come back. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have to end up back on MySpace.
Whoa.
Wow, somebody making a move on that one, trying to revive old MySpace, huh? Get my account back.
Going again. Yeah, exactly. I know my first 2 top 6 friends are going to be Tom Ladd and Rob Rogers.
There we go.
We'll be the only ones on there. Hey,
yes.
Great to have you as always. Thanks a lot for coming on. And no pro racing this week, right?
No, so if your wife is always telling you you're watching too much NASCAR, NHRA, this is a golden opportunity to tell your wife, you know what, honey, we're gonna forego any NASCAR, NHRA this weekend. Whatever you want to do, we're gonna go shopping. It's gonna be all about you. We won't tell her that there was no racing on, but this is a golden opportunity for you to take advantage of this opportunity to say, honey, this is all about you this weekend.
No racing, but you'll still have a show on Sunday night though as well. So we'll keep that in mind.
Plenty of local racing.
Yes,
plenty of local racing around the Ozarks.
All right. Thanks, Craig. Sure appreciate you, my friend.
Hey, love you guys. Have a great week.
Thanks, buddy. Craig Stagner. ORP TV tonight, 6 p.m. You want to catch that, and then he'll preview the local races this week. No pro racing, but he'll still have the review of the local races on Sunday. Hey, we need to take a break. We've got Connor Onion coming up next, the new number 2 at Fox Sports. Going to do some football. We'll talk to him next on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play It Again Sports.
So baseball's a big deal or not a big deal? Mornings belong to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
For America's 250th anniversary, Highland Dairy is honoring the values that built this country: service, sacrifice, and community. We're proud to partner with Folds of Honor to commit a $250,000 donation to help provide life-changing academic scholarships to families of America's fallen or disabled military and first responders. It's Highland's way of giving back to those who have given so much. Learn more at highlanddairy.com. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
When your business depends on security, access, and durability, the details matter. At Robinson Fence Company, we've delivered dependable commercial fencing solutions in 9 different states. From industrial and high-security fencing to complex commercial installations, our crews work efficiently and comply with job site requirements. With a long-standing presence in Springfield, Missouri, and our office in Dallas, Texas, Robinson Fence is a trusted partner. Robinson Fence Company. Commercial strength, proven experience, professional fencing by professional people.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply.
Check. You guys got me?
From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
Summer road trip season is here. Before you hit the highway, visit CNC Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any shocks and struts replacement. New shocks and struts can help improve ride quality and handling for all those summer miles ahead. And don't forget the heat. Save 25% on a complete AC system check and service during CNC Automotive's summer special. That's a free oil change with shocks and struts replacement, plus 25% off AC service. Call CNC Automotive today and get summer ready.
All right, there's your new AC unit. You should be all set.
What do you mean, should be?
Yep, you should be all set. Thanks and good luck.
And that's when you realize it wasn't such a good idea to go with one of the guys who had the AC unit for cheaper. Rogersville Heating and Cooling won't just chuck it in a truck, plug it in, and leave. They take the time to install and quality check everything they do, so you can come home to comfort with Rogersville Heating and Cooling. RogersvilleHVAC.net.
Going out of town? Take ESPN The Jock with you at 969thejock.com. You can hear the best of the Ozarks with Chef Tiny, Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, or The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back on the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Last segment of our Wednesday show. I've not destroyed anything yet. I only had a couple of fumbles, but that's what happens. You got to recover, right? You got to do that. And there's nobody better to describe fumbles than our next guest.
He would have a field day with your show today.
He would, man. He'd be literally going to play-by-play on push this button.
Maruski! I could already hear it. Connor Onion on the line with us right now, joining us on the program. Big news this week, man. Are we honored to have him on this week because it was just announced he has been elevated at Fox Sports to the number 2 team for college football. Connor, thanks for joining us. Congratulations, man. That's great news.
Guys, thank you. Allegedly, that's what's going on. I'm sworn to secrecy until Fox makes an official announcement, but I appreciate it.
So all these are all just rumors that are going around on social media. Is that what it is?
It's reported, alleged, however you want to put it, but I will say I'm feeling good about where we're at with things and what's to come this college football season.
I understand they pitted you with RG3 because you are the same type of athlete as RG3.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just talking to somebody yesterday. Big Ten Media Day is happening here in town in Chicago, and somebody asked me what my background is playing football. And it's not at a very high level. It was as a high school quarterback. And we actually ran the same offense that RG3 ran in college. So
wow.
I'm interested to see if somebody somewhere can pull up a side-by-side of him running the same play that I'm running, but him running it at 4.3 speed and me running it at like a 6 flat 40 time. Yeah.
Hey, why is that one in slow motion? Can you speed up that tape a little bit?
Yeah.
Right.
Funny.
Well, if you slow down RG3, then you guys would be, put his in slow
Either
motion.
way.
Yeah, it works out well.
That's right. That's right.
That's great, though. So what does that mean? Number 2, you're doing Big Ten now. I mean, that's not chopped liver. So number 2 of Fox Sports, what does that mean for you?
So the expectation, no matter how this would shake out with some of the movement with Jason Benetti going to NBC to do Sunday Night Baseball, Fox has the rights to the Mountain West, the Big 12, and the Big 10. So as far as the conferences that I'm covering, I expected, Big 10 and Big 12 would be kind of the main entree of what I'd be doing, whether it's the fourth crew or the second crew. The second crew sometimes gets Big Noon Kickoff, depending on, if our number 1 crew does a Big 10 game or a Big 12 game. Sometimes, Jason and Robert last year would do the Big 10 game at noon. So that would be a big difference. The fourth crew is split between Fox and FS1. The second crew is on the main broadcast channel every week. So some more eyeballs, a tier up in game. And yeah, it's definitely exciting in a lot of different ways.
What does that mean for the rest of your responsibilities? Will you still be Big Ten in other sports then?
Yeah, still working through that. That's why I've been sworn to secrecy a little bit and calling it alleged and reported and all that stuff. But my understanding is, I'll continue to do Major League Baseball. I can share that I have some volleyball on the books at Wrigley Field, which is exciting.
Oh, nice. That's great.
Fox is putting the Big Ten SEC Challenge for volleyball on Fox September 6th, Labor Day weekend.
I think that's a Mizzou match, right?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
So Mizzou plays Nebraska and then Penn State plays Kentucky in a doubleheader at Wrigley Field. So outside volleyball, nationally televised on Fox. It'll be pretty fun.
That's cool.
Do you just walk to that match then from your home?
I got to check the weather that day to see if I want to walk in a suit. But it is walkable. I'm less than a mile from Wrigley Field where I live. So
Wow.
Okay.
yeah, either walk or hop on the red line and go one stop up the red line, and I'm at work. So that's pretty fun.
That is great. So how's Major League Baseball going for you?
Good. I've had a bit of a break here where the World Cup has dominated the Fox airwaves for basically a month and a half. So there's been a little less baseball on the air. So I actually go back to work for the first time in about a month and a half on Saturday. I've got the Twins Mariners game. So the American League, basically any teams that you match up in the American League right now are in the wild card race. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the stretch run here of getting back to work, and then actually have the Cardinals the following week against the Phillies. So I'm sure plenty of Cardinal fans in your listener base here.
Well, Connor, Rob, he and I are a lot alike. I'm doing AA Springfield Cardinal Wichita Wind Surge game
Wind
tomorrow
Surge, baby. Yeah.
on radio.
Mhm.
He's doing Seattle and Minnesota Major League Baseball. I mean, there's not a lot of difference there.
Not a lot of degrees of separation.
No, not at all. No, we're very proud of you, and I know you've got. We've talked about this before. You've got some family in this area that is kind of cool.
Yeah. So Rick and Jane McIlvain, maybe some of your listeners have shopped for diamonds with them when they were still in business. Actually, I got to give them a little love today. They're about to celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh,
Wow.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I know they're planning a celebration at some point, I think during the fall, but I don't know if they happen to be listening today, but Uncle Rick, Aunt Jane, happy 50th anniversary. It's incredible.
That is incredible.
Well, we'll send this interview to them so they can hear it, even if they're not listening. You know, some of those jewelry store owners, they don't get out of bed till 10 o'clock. So it's a little early for them. Man, so happy for you. So proud. How is the Big Ten media week going in Chicago?
Yeah, so one day down, as you guys know, these conferences are so big that we've got to plan it over 3 days now. So day one yesterday, Brett Bielema probably had the most notable time at the dais, taking a few jabs at the SEC, which, I know there were a few of those back at the Big Ten at SEC Media Day. But yeah, 6 coaches spoke yesterday. That was probably the most national noteworthy thing that came out of it. I don't know how you guys feel. I'm just so ready to play actual games instead of all the preseason hypothesizing. I'm ready to do it for real, and I'm glad that we're 4 weeks away from actually getting a little truth serum and figuring it out on the field.
Won't be long, Connor. The announcing crew will have patches on their outfits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe something along the lining of our microphone or something on the mic flag.
Something. What is either toupees or something to darken your hair? Announcers would have that kind of product, right?
Right. Yeah. Hair plugs brought to you by Just for Men.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you've heard these Big Ten schools, Ohio State, Illinois, going to have the patches. I think the Big 12 made a horrible decision with Monster Energy. They got such a bad deal in their patch deal because these guys are getting $20 million, $30 million over 5 years for one patch, as opposed to everybody getting $1 million or something like that in the Big 12. You're going to start seeing a lot of that, aren't you?
I think so. I mean, you've seen it in Major League Baseball. I never thought we'd see the New York Yankees put a patch on their sleeve, but obviously profitable. European soccer teams have done it forever, and I don't think it's going anywhere. Just like some of the gambling stuff that you see on both live reads and on commercials during breaks. So yeah, definitely think it's here to stay, and eventually maybe we'll just get used to it, won't notice it as much. But for right now, in some cases, an eyesore based on what we're used to seeing.
Well, I know one thing. The Royals, I'm a huge Royals fan. That Quick Trip is their sponsor. Of course, that's that bright red QT logo on their blue uniforms. It's the most annoying thing. I mean, I like Quick Trip. Don't get me wrong. Love it. I mean, when we stop with Quick Trip. But the bright red logo, I'm like going, oh my gosh, it just doesn't go.
Yeah. No, I'm waiting for somebody to replace their own logo with their sponsor logo on the front of their on the front of their jersey. I'm sure that's only a matter of time.
I know.
Absolutely. Hey, Connor, thanks for joining us on the program. Congratulations. If in fact it is announced, we want to be the first to congratulate you and look forward to continuing to visit with you, if you don't mind, on the program and update the family here in the Springfield area on what you're doing.
We'll be happy to. Thanks for the alleged congratulations.
That's right. Connor Onion from Fox Sports joining us on the program. And Rob, you hit it that time.
I did, right. I potted it down. I'm running the board today. So Starship Enterprise, Connor, that's the issue. Hey, thanks for joining us on the opening drive with Tom and Rob. We'll do it again tomorrow. Big show tomorrow. Chef Tiny in the house.
And Anthony Tolliver, NBA. Great. Will be on with us tomorrow as well.
Happy Wednesday. This morning is going to be mild. Temperatures in the 70s will warm to the upper 80s and low 90s for the afternoon. We'll also find partly cloudy skies today with a chance of rain showers near and west of Highway 65 this afternoon into this evening. The chance of rain is overall low for today. Temperatures tonight drop to the lower 70s. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.